with the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga deciding to go to bed with President William Samoei Ruto and forming a mongrel kind of government, are they even alive to the cognizant fact that there are some key dangers awaiting them before the next general election? And in this episode, let me try to elucidate what greatly awaits the ODM party. First, by ODM working with President William Samoei Ruto, I am greatly anticipating to witness a political identity crisis and base erosion. And this, it is simply to mean the ODM party is likely to face a pivotal choice of choosing to support either President William Samoei Ruto's government or get back to the opposition, because over the years the ODM party is well known for working best while in the opposition. So a time is coming in the near future that they are likely to witness a political identity crisis. Essentially, if the ODM party won't bolt out of this mongrel kind of government led by President William Samoei Ruto, they are at a greater risk from President Ruto of the use and dump crisis. Remember, having studied President William Samoei Ruto's character, I kid you not, he is very much good. In fact, he is a master of using and dumping. Now that you remember pretty well, he used the ODM party under the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga in calming down the political animosity that we were witnessing. He could as well dump them in his own time and term, and now that they might have completely outlived their purpose. Remember this, President William Samoei Ruto used the former deputy president in fighting the son of Jomo, and immediately when he seemed to have outlived his purpose, guess what happened? He dispensed his then second in command, and back to this ODM mongrel kind of government. What could deter President William Samoei Ruto from dispensing ODM party, which never voted for him in the last general election? However, by these ODM CSs accepting cabinet positions in President William Samoei Ruto's administration, I kid you not, they automatically lose the opposition's credibility. Millions of Kenyans have been trusting the ODM party under the stewardship of the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga over the years for them to voice their discrepancies and grievances on their behalf. But now that they decided to go to bed with the oppressor, I kid you not, they completely lost their credibility to millions of Kenyans, and not credibility alone, but also they lost the ability to present themselves as an alternative choice and replacement of President William Samoei Ruto in the next election, now that President William Samoei Ruto is seemingly taking the country on a reverse economic gear. Essentially, by the ODM party under the stewardship of the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga choosing to work with President William Samoei Ruto, this move stirs an internal party fragmentation, and this could be the reason as to why in the last 2 to 3 months we've been seeing Senator Edwin Sifuna and people like Kina Honorable Babu Owino pulling against the broad-based agreement, while people like Kina James Orengo and Kina John Mbadi and the Kisumu governor pulling on a totally different direction. And if not called to order, they will lose their entire support base. How I wish that the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga should call his house back to order. Essentially, by now, you must have witnessed voter confusion and voter trust deficit for the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, to whom over the years he'd been selling himself as Kenya's only savior. In fact, by the time of this broadcast, the name that Honorable Miguna baptized him as a political conman, it has completely gained some credence with his move of choosing to work with President William Samoei Ruto. Because honestly, when harsh critics of the state like the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga and his entire crew turn to be the defenders of impunity, then automatically it becomes very difficult for voters to truly understand what the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga and his entire team have long been standing for. How I wish that in the interest of time, the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga should choose whether he wants to retire with a huge legacy, or he wants to retire having Kenyans completely tired with the tainted reputation that he built over the years. And as I come to the penultimate part of this episode, that has just been my opinion. If by any chance you do have a contrary opinion to mine, you can as well just feel free to drop it in the comment section and I'll give it a right of reply. And by any chance, if you've been watching my videos and you have not subscribed, you can as well just consider hitting on the subscribe button. Thank you, and may God bless you.